Sounds good.
All right, let's get everybody jumping in here. Hey, everybody's coming in. All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. All right, let's see who've we got in the house. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We've got Kyle, we've got Jennifer, we've got Stacy, we've got David, we've got David Stone as well. We've got George, John's here, Ken, Russell's here, Tobias is here, Stacy's here. Hello, Stacy, nice to see you. Thanks so much for turning the camera on. Tobias, great to see you. Warren's here as well. Eamon, David, and Tom. Thanks, guys. Amazing to see everybody coming in. Warren, that's an awesome color in your background. It really pops with the Zoom. Very, very cool. David Stone, great to see you, man. Thanks so much for jumping on with the camera. Love that. Get to see everybody. Say hello. Make it friendly. Could I add your fireflies, Mark? Yeah, I can't see why not. I think they're coming in. Is that a note taker? Not sure, but yeah, more the merrier. Come on in. Fantastic to see you guys. Thank you so much. This is our weekly training call. We are running live every week. You get to hang out a little bit, get to chat about all things GHL, all things marketing, all things white label, all things making sure we have everything going on. Tobias, you can get that. You can just share the link. It's WLS Zoom, so White Label Suite Zoom, WLS Zoom. You can share that one to however you like. And in fact, Tobias, sorry, I just saw that what your question was. Can you get the Zoom link sent to that email? Do you want us to update that email on your profile? If you do, just reach out to support@whitelabelsuite.com and we will happily add that for you. Hey guys, heaps of people still joining us. So good. The text reminders are super helpful. Thanks. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear that as well. Hey, just on that as well, guys. We have been tossing up with using text messaging and WhatsApp. Can I just get a 1 or 2? This is a small sample size. Like we got 20 of us on the call. Can you give me a 1 in the chat if you have WhatsApp, and give me a 2 in the chat if you don't have WhatsApp? I just kind of want to get a judge of how many people use WhatsApp and how many don't. Give me a 1 if you use WhatsApp and give me a 2 if you don't. Thanks, Rick. The 1, 1, 1. Let's have a quick look. 2 says Ken. Okay. 2 says Warren. I won, but I rarely use. Stacy. Yep. Fair call. 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Okay. Kind of 50-50. 1, maybe 70-30. Okay. Does anybody know? Can anybody answer me this? So what we want to do is set up, obviously, sending out, we've got, I don't know, 10,000 people in our database these days. If we send up 10,000 text messages, that's pretty expensive. It's builds up quickly, but it's still the #1 way of getting people to interact and communicate. Does anybody know how this works? If we are in GHL and we send a WhatsApp message, but that person doesn't have WhatsApp on the other end, does that message then revert to SMS, or do you need to do that as an automation? Has anybody played with this in the GHL world? No, says Stacy. Okay. Looks like I'll have to jump in and play. Send them an invite. Okay. So it sends them an invite to jump on. Eamon,
it's
jump
not
on.
as popular in the US, so
right.
Oh, no? You know.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
yeah. So
I know it's coming out though.
I had asked Diane, did you get your boat fixed in?
It's a strange one for me, because I'm thinking, all right, for $29 a month, which is what it looks like it costs through GHL, it'd be amazing to go, sweet, let's do this messaging platform, unlimited text messages and that kind of stuff, and be able to engage people. But yeah, that's my thing, is like, what happens if they don't have it? Eamon said
I think that there are some unlimited text though options available now through GHL in the marketplace, so you may want to look there too, because it's just standard like text, not just limited to WhatsApp.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I saw that
I can take a look, because I was looking at a couple of them, and I think that they're getting better and better, and the prices are coming down because there's more competition in the market now.
I saw one that Gary Capps has got, Stacy. Gary Capps has got like CRM Sim or something like that, and we looked at a couple. I'd be keen to know if anybody had they have to download the app and connect it, says Mark. Yeah, see, that's the trouble. It's not really like it's not a cool experience. It's not like, hey, I got a message, let me respond. It's like, what the heck, delete, and we'd be wasting those opportunities. So yeah, I know that Gary Capps had one, Stacy, and there was a couple of other like SIM card companies. The last kind of one that I looked at meant you had to go and buy an Android phone, which is cheap. Like you can pick one up from Walmart for $10 or whatever.
Right.
And then you can, but you can have an actual phone that sends unlimited text messages and that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're just trying to sort it out.
Still seems like I get it. I mean, I looked at that one way back when too, and then I've been on other projects, but I've just like caught wind or glimpses of like there being actual integrations with GHL for like, I think it's almost the same amount like that you're talking about, 20 or 30 bucks unlimited. So it's
that's
already
okay.
integrated with GHL. So I don't
Well,
know. I'm
Kai's
gonna have to take a peruse.
Take a
Because
peruse.
I agree. I love doing text marketing. I absolutely, and I've got so many automations built with text in mind, because especially like with people that are out in the field, they don't check their email.
No, exactly.
They just don't.
We all get too many emails. I know I always say that unwelcome text messages are unwelcome. And anytime you get that political message on your phone and it's like, don't forget to whatever, it's like, oh my God, it's so awful. It's more invasive than an email. But in the search, oh wow, we've got lots of people. I might just mute everybody, which means you as well, Stacey. Mute all, mute all, mute all. How do I mute all? There we go, mute all. Sorry guys, we've just had way too many people coming in there with unmuted. So I'm going to unmute Stacey again.
Yes.
Let's go unmute Stacey. Unmute. Stacey, yay, Stacey's still there. Yay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, so I always say that it's unwelcome, like an unwelcome text message is more unwelcome than an unwelcome email because it's more invasive. But at the same time, like our big drive at the moment is hooking up AI with our lead generation. So if we get a scenario where we get somebody to text in or get them to actually engage with us via a text message, it'd be great to be able to have, 1,000 text messages a day going through without thinking, oh my God, are we keeping up with this? So we'll see how we go. By the way, guys, I'm loving. We've spent the last, I guess, week really making sure that our systems are built with AI and the lead generation software in mind. So we like bringing people in, might be running a webinar, getting them to join the webinar with a text message or something like that, specifically so that an AI conversational bot can follow them up afterwards and bring them to either a sales call or a meeting. Absolutely loving it. I think it's such a powerful thing. So yeah, looking forward to sharing that with you guys. And
here was the last one that I had.
Okay, yeah, drop it in.
Here, I'm going to share it with you.
This is a text message thing, Stacey?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and again, this was the last research that I did on text messaging, because I'm implementing some of the things still, you guys included, from the big seminar that you had. So it's like I've been trying to be really good about like just buying stuff and then implementing it versus just keep buying shit. And then like I've got
that'll send you broke quick.
There's like, heck, I've got tech from like 98 that I probably haven't even implemented.
We've got a company rule. So exec team have all got company credit cards and that kind of stuff, but we've got a company rule. You can buy anything, within reason, like no Ferraris, thanks. But we can buy it. We can buy anything, but you have to be able to immediately say how you're going to use it this week and how you're going to implement it. Because otherwise it's so easy. You're like, wow, that's an amazing deal. And that's an amazing deal. And that, like, you can buy it. Absolutely. But you got to be able to tell me exactly how you're going to use it. And are you going to be able to implement it this week? Because otherwise we just get everything going on. Cool. So, hey, Haji, sounds like you've got an issue there. I might see if we can get Brian, perhaps from our team, to jump on a one-on-one Zoom call with you, Haji, and see if they can get that sorted. And we will get that sorted for you. It needs to be a permanent fix from our end. So, Haji, we'll get Brian to reach out to you there, and get on a one-on-one with you. Hey guys, don't forget as well, we do have one-on-one Zoom support anytime needed. Just reach out to support. Ask to jump on a call. The guys will happily do that as well. Cool. Let's jump in, guys. Today, Stacey, thank you so much, by the way. I've got that link in the chat box, and I'll jump in and have a look at that later on and let you know how we go with that.
Yeah, and I'll keep doing some research on it, because it is like the next sort of level after I get, like, it's kind of like stages. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Let us know. Keep us informed. Like, and again, share an affiliate link if you got one. Once you found a solution that works, happy to make sure some money goes back in your pocket.
Wow, so, I could do that.
Yeah, do that. Like, you know, why not? If it's going to be a solution that we buy anyway, and you've done the research, get paid for it. Just give us an affiliate link. So, yeah, be happy to see. Mark, just have a look. Not sure of the format. I'm brand new. Was wondering if I can get setup help integrating my GHL agency account so I can understand how to give it out to sub accounts. Mark, not a GHL training call this one, but GHL have got amazing online support and live Zoom calls and stuff like that all the time as well. If it's a simple question like, so are you talking about integrating white label suite? That's what we're about to do today. If you're talking about selling GHL themselves and creating sub accounts in GHL, that'll be a GHL support thing. But we're going to cover today, literally that question in terms of white label suite. How do I get set up so that I can sell white label stuff? Cool. You're in the right place. Let's jump into it and get going. So guys, for those who are brand new, today is a little bit of a setup call, which is probably why we're seeing some new faces, which is awesome. Love that. Showing you how to get the white label suite system ready to sell, ready to take money in minutes. That's what we're here for. So let me do a screen share here and we jump in. Alrighty. And make sure we have the screen ready to go.
Can we get this as a email, as like a download?
I might just mute there. Hey guys, feel free to unmute, but be aware of everybody else on the call. If you've got a question, raise your hand. I'll happily call on you to unmute, and that way we can keep everybody moving through. Cool. Somebody raise their hand straight up. Trevor, go for it.
Tobias, sorry about that.
Oh, Tobias, hey man. No worries at all.
Can we get this as a download, or can you share this with us after the call?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So all of the weekly training calls go straight into the members area. And I'll show you this later on. In the members area, in the weekly training calls section, you'll have all of the calls, everything that we've done forever, you can go in and download. And specifically today, this particular one, there'll be sections that we're actually going to be turning into help articles. So they'll be in our support AI chat as well, so they'll be able to reference it. Yeah, definitely. Everything that we do on our weekly training calls is in the members area. So you'll always find it there. And again, I'll show you that members area later on today. Cool. Fireflies again, Mark. Yeah, it just joined us right now. So it just came right in. All right, guys, let's jump in. Thank you for joining us. Weekly training. So today, this is our onboarding setup workshop. We're going to walk you through some basics of, hey, I just bought White Label Suite and I'm really excited about it and I want to sell it. Yay. How do I get that set up and what are the things that I'm going to need to do? That's what today's all about. Not bragging, I've probably done this, I don't know, 50 times personally, like setting it up, and I've got it down to a fine art. You can, with a brand new domain name, you can literally be ready to take sales and money in under 10 minutes. Right. So once you know what to do, it's a simple process, and you guys won't have to do it 50 times unless you're, I don't know, setting up a service where you're setting up this for other people, in which case let us know and we'll refer business over to you. But you'll only need to typically do this once. Once you set up, you'll be able to take sales and make money. And I'm going to be explaining today how you can make money in a few different ways with White Label Suite. So let's jump into it. So our agenda, spelled wrong. I'm an Australian, but I just noticed that on the screen. So I just want to make it more real for everybody. And we'll jump in there. I've got somebody signed in as support team. Handsome fella with a blurred background, but I don't know who that name is. Who is that I can ask to unmute?
Hi, guys. Mike Maccabee.
Hey, Mike. Great to see you, man. You signed in as support team, so I didn't want to refer to you as hi support. Hey, nice to see you, man.
I'm happy to change my name. Sorry, I used the wrong Zoom to log in. Keep going.
It's AI, all right. If that's AI, man, it's gone a lot further than I thought. Great to see you, man. Thanks for jumping in. All right, guys. So we're gonna just run through a requirement checklist. We're gonna show you how you can set up your domain, logo, and brand. We're gonna show you to connect your Stripe account and therefore become a lead credit wholesaler, which is, I think, one of our most exciting things. Show you how to create packages for sale. All right, super quick. And then what we call the quick sales method, and show you some snapshots and resources that are available that you may not know about as well. So we'll get all of that underway. Let's kick off with a quick status check. Who's already set up and selling? Who's already got their brand up? Who's already got their sales page? Who's already taking sales. Give me a 1 in the chat if you've already got White Label Suite set up and running, and you've got sales, you know, tag coming in, all that kind of stuff. Give us a 1 in the chat if you have. Give me a 2 if not yet. If you have not got it set up yet, I guess that's why you guys are here. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, cool. Next, one kinda says one. All right, great. And just get me this one. Like, this is probably not, I'm not going to have enough time to cover this on today's call, but this will help us for future training. What's your biggest holdup at the moment? Well, like, what's something that's holding you back? All the time when we're thinking about what's our training for the week, we typically ask that question at the beginning of the week, which means I'm always on a deadline trying to get my PowerPoints together. But we typically ask that question at the beginning of the week. So it's not like we've got the next 6 months worth of training plan going, okay, on the 27th, we're going to be covering this. But we always ask, what do we need to teach? Like, what's our membership asking us for? So if you've got that, drop it in, and we'll be able to cover that. So a couple of things there. Implementing something else that required lead time. Yep, Stacy got it. Fear and confidence, Mark. Yeah, thanks for sharing, man. I appreciate that. There's a real there's a real issue with that. I'll talk about that just very quickly. And finishing up the website, says Joe. And we've also got they need what we're training today. Clients have some questions and objections. All right, cool. All right. Warren, don't forget that we have probably been asked those same questions before. There is always the support team on hand and our AI bot in that support channel. If you get a question on a demo, you might be able to get an answer quickly by hitting support@White Label Suite or coming over to support.whitelabelsuite.com. Jennifer says, what's Comet Suite? Comet Suite is our company name. So we registered Comet Suite. It's what you'll probably see on your credit card statement. So we are Comet Suite Proprietary Limited. We sell a product called Comet CRM, which is our version of GHL. We also have White Label Suite. We have a few other products and brands out there as well, but Comet Suite is our company name. So Al says, I need to see models without GHL. Cool. Set up demo confidence in what I'm selling. Fulfillment using email campaigns, integrations and slides, says John. Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for letting me know. So website finishing up. We'll see if we can accelerate that for you today with some templates. The setup and the demo. So Haji, don't forget that there's white label demos in your resources area, which I'll show you today as well. Confidence in what I'm selling, and fulfillment using email campaigns. To be honest, the easiest way to get confidence in this program is look through our testimonials. So head to whitelabelsuite.com and just see the people that are saying things like, I sent 5 emails, got 2 responses, made my first sale, that kind of stuff. Like, there's testimonials there by Kevin Pohl, who literally saved a business from going under by setting up a campaign where he reached out to suppliers and that kind of stuff. So that kind of if you haven't sold, I always talk about borrowed authority. So let me just, I want to keep to the time limit, but I'll just do this real quick. I talk about borrowed authority, and what that means is we always say, if you haven't got the testimonials yourself, you can confidently say that other people have achieved these results. You don't have to say, I have achieved these results with other people, but you can say other people in the retail space have achieved great results, which is absolutely true. We have the testimonials to prove it. And you can say the same thing about GHL, like literally 70,000 agency owners, so many positive comments in the Facebook group. You can borrow that authority. And I always say to people, if you're brand new, be honest, and let people know that you're brand new. When I started selling real estate back in my early 20s, I literally used that to my advantage to get my first few deals across the line. I said, because you're my first client, what that means is you have all of my attention. It means that everything I do is about you and your results and making sure that you have a great experience so that you become a testimonial for me forever on. So you can borrow the authority of people that have been through before you. We've had over 2,000 people through White Label Suite making sales and making, posting great testimonials and feedback. And you can borrow that authority. So you can say, this system has worked for people in your industry. We would love to show you how that works. And you can use that borrowed authority. And somebody mentioned the confidence side of things. Let me see. Fear and confidence, Mark. Yeah. And again, I think we just finished up our freedom training program. And I think fear and confidence comes from belief in what you have in your hands. So if you know that what you've got is good, it helps that belief. And then the fear the overcoming of fear. very quick story. I was at a speaking competition with my kids. They were doing a Chinese speech and it was in front of a big room. And one of the students, one of the kids, I didn't know this kid, who they were, but she just burst into tears and couldn't speak in front of the audience. And I tried to help her out and, you know, gave her mum some tips and that kind of stuff. And her mum came up to me afterwards and said, "Oh, thank you so much." And, you know, and I said, "That's okay. I'm a professional speaker. I've done, you know, stage presentations and stuff. So happy to help." And she said, "How can I help her get over the fear?" And so my comment to her was this: it never goes away. Like the fear never goes away. I don't want to tell you, do this and you won't be afraid anymore. Like, no, the fear never goes away. But what you do is you learn to say, well, there's a need that I must fill, and fear is present, but I accept it and I will continue on anyway, even though I'm afraid. So it's like nerves, fear is different from a lack of confidence. If I'm just a little bit scared, I will try and cut through that by saying, what happens if you don't do it? That might be even more scary because poverty sucks. But in terms of lack of confidence, borrow the confidence from thousands of other people that are having great experiences and doing well. You can literally rest on that, knowing that you've got a great company behind you, you've got a program that works, and your own sincerity, right? So what if this doesn't work for the client? Be upfront and honest. Mr. Client, if this doesn't work, I will sincerely apologize and I'll do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen. But you can be rest assured that I will be right there to do everything in our power. Now, everything in business is a risk. You could throw money at advertising and not get a single click. So if it doesn't work, you and I are going to sit here right now and know that I'm going to do everything in my power not to let that happen. Now, it's still a risk, but let's give it a shot, right? And again, we can only work on the history of what's been shown and proven, and I'm going to work that with you. So just a little bit of mindset there. The other thing from a mindset point of view was a lot of us come into this world, into this GHL world, into this agency world without any backing or experience. We might have done a whole bunch of different careers before we got here. You might have been a baker, picked up an agency license for GHL accidentally, and now how am I supposed to be a software guy after being 25 years of running a bakery? The easiest way that I've found to describe that to people is I always used to say the phrase, I just invested in a software company, right? So it automatically elevates you. You know, and it's just a way of saying, this was what I used to do and this is what I do now. I just invested in a software company and I'd love to show you what that company does. And so it's just like a bit of a, who am I? What am I known for in the marketplace? Right, let's get into the practical stuff. Jump in here and get this going through. All right, hopefully that's helpful. And again, guys, I'll go through that chat box after the call and make sure that we pick some of those topics for future trainings and get all that kind of stuff going in as well. Right, let's go. So our requirements checklist. This is what you'll need to have in place to get this working, all right? So you'll need to have a business name. Now that might just be your name, Consulting Proprietary Limited, or it might be, you know, Comet Suite, or it's a business name, right? Now, if you're brand new and you don't have a PTY Ltd or you don't have a company name behind you, that's okay. You can become your name Consulting or Star Branding or whatever it is that you want to become like that. As we even just answered here, what your company name is doesn't have to be what's on the front of your website. So long as you've got a business name, I call myself ABC CRM System. Great, fantastic, nice to meet you, right? A business name is simple as making a decision that that's what we call ourselves out in the marketplace and move forward with it. So you need a business name, you need a logo. Now, my team will tell you that I am the worst graphic designer who's ever put their fingers on a keyboard. I have zero design skills. But if you go to Canva, which you can get for free, and there's a pro version as well, but if you go to Canva, sign up for free, type the word in logo, it'll give you 1,000, 10,000 different templates, and all you need to do is just pick one and change the name. And that's exactly what I did for our demonstration today. So a logo can be achieved with, you don't need to pay anyone at Fiverr. If you're just getting started, you can literally go to Canva and have a logo in just a few minutes. You can also go to AI and say, create me a logo, and it'll do amazing things as well. Right, you need a website. The reason you need a website is not so much so that you can have a website, although that's something that to be professional you need. You need a website so that you can point someone when they buy GHL off you or the leads tool, which is what we're going to cover today. they want to be able to log in somewhere. Now, you could send them to app.whitelabelsuite.com, but it's not the purpose, right? You want them to go to your website. So if you own abcconsulting.com or xyzleadsystem.tech, you are able to say to them, go to my website and log into my lead generation software. So you need a website. And as a subnote of that, you need access to the DNS records. Now we're getting techie. DNS records literally are just copy and paste. We use Cloudflare. Cloudflare you can get set up for free. Cloudflare has 1 million YouTube videos so that you can get yourself set up with, watch, click, and do. You can get free. All of our websites run on the free version of Cloudflare. So Cloudflare is great for managing your DNS. People often say, do I need Cloudflare? I manage my DNS through GoDaddy, or I manage my DNS through Namecheap, or my registrar. My comment is always, if you know what you're doing, amazing. Great. Stick with it. If you don't know what you're doing, go to Cloudflare, because it's just so easy to get help in the community, and it's so easy to get it set up, and it does a great job of SSL, the secure certificate, making sure that it shows up as a secure site for free. You don't have to do anything. And a great job of subdomains, which you need as well. So I highly recommend Cloudflare, again, for all of those reasons. And you need a Stripe account. Now, caveat, if you're in a country that doesn't have Stripe, or you have some objection against Stripe, cool. You can do this without using Stripe. But to get the wholesale credit system working, it runs on Stripe. So again, recommended, not needed in inverted commas. You can use any other payment provider and hook it up through APIs and webhooks and all that kind of stuff. And yes, we've got training on that, but Stripe just makes it one click easy. So that's our requirements: business name, logo, website, and Stripe account. If you've got those things ready, then we can kick off and walk through. So again, guys, if you don't have those things ready, stick around, stay with us, just engage, ask questions, be here, because we're going to make this available as a replay. So you can come back and say, okay, now I've got those things, I can go and do what Walt said and get everything set up. All right. So the first thing I'm going to touch on is the kind of website side of things. And again, I've got this screen up. We have all of our domains with Namecheap. So you go and register a domain with GoDaddy or Namecheap or any of the other places where you can buy domains. And the only thing you need to do in the domain section is point the name servers to Cloudflare. All right. So for today's demonstration, I've got a domain here that I registered just for the fun of it called leadfinder.tech. All right. So that's going to be my brand, my name. I registered the domain leadfinder.tech, and we're going to do our demonstration on that. So now I've got my domain, and inside of the domain in Namecheap, I just came down here to where it says name servers, and I just pointed the name servers to Cloudflare. Now, again, there's 1 million training videos on how to do this. I'm not going to go into detail on this step today because I needed to have it done before the call so that everything else would work, right? But update your name servers, point them to Cloudflare. There's 1 million YouTube videos that show you how to do it, and it's literally copy and paste. Copy and paste, hands off, done. Okay, so that's the only step I've done before this call. Everything else from here we're going to do live. Okay, so I've registered a domain, leadfinder.tech, my brand new domain and my brand new brand. Yay. Now I've pointed it to Cloudflare, and everything else we're going to move on from here. So cool. Guys, please feel free to use the raise hand reaction down the bottom if you've got a question, and we can jump straight in. Mike, do you send me a really, really, really long message?
It's not for this immediate.
I was going to say that's going to take me a long time to read it, bro. I'll read it afterwards and come back to you.
Yeah, please.
Feel free to reach out to me. I'm walt@whitelabelsuite.com. Feel free to reach out, man.
Would you be kind enough to type it whenever you have a chance? And I'll grab it from the chat.
I have, guys, my most ever used software tool is a program called Text Expander, and all my shortcuts, my emails and domains are on Text Expander. I love it. So, all right, cool. Right, let's jump back in. Who have we got? Mark, I'm gonna mute you unless you had a question there. Guys, if you got a question, just raise your hand and I'll call on you. All right, so that's the step I've done. All right, cool. So step one of our setup. Man, I'm 20 minutes in already. Domain, logo, brand. All right. I want to sell something. I want someone to buy it off me, domain, logo, brand. So step one, I've got my domain name. That's the only step I've shown you. Step one, create an A record for your domain and point to your login page. Now I'm going to walk this through. So stick with me. We've set the name servers to point to Cloudflare. And now we're going to go and create this A record in Cloudflare. And I'm going to show you how this works. So you can see on my screen here, my example is you want to set this to be whatever you want your login to be, app.yourdomain.com, leads.yourdomain.com. So this is where we kick off, and let's jump in. Hang on. So here we go. Okay, now I'm going to grab my my website stuff, and I'm going to show you all of these steps. So bear with me. Here we go. Okay. So as we just said, the only step I've done so far is register that domain and point the name servers to Cloudflare. Okay. So now my step one is create an A name record, and point it to my domain. So I'm going to show you that. We're going to do that step in Cloudflare. So I've pointed to Cloudflare. This next step is done in Cloudflare. All right. So here's this brand new domain that I registered, and I've got it set up on Cloudflare, and I've done nothing else so far. Cool. Right. So my domain is called leadfinder.tech. Now, if you go to that domain, there's nothing there. Can we use another host? Yeah, Shay, I think that's Shay. Can you use another host? Yes, absolutely. I covered that a few moments ago. You can use any other domain system that you like. We use Cloudflare, but it's the same process with any of them. So leadfinder.tech is my domain. There's nothing on there right now. This is where I'm going to be selling my leads tool. Okay. So this is my brand. But now I want to have, when I sell this, I want somebody to be able to log into it. So maybe I want to have it at app.leadfinder.tech or leads.leadfinder.tech or access.leadfinder.tech or wherever. I'm going to go with app because that seems to be a really common software thing. You might have your GHL on app. So maybe you want something else there. Okay. Cool, Mike. So I want this leadfinder.tech to be my brand. Great. So here we are in our white label suite dashboard. Okay. So I've literally just signed up. Yay. Now I've got my first thing I see when I log in here is this screen, and I can start to fill in this information. And as you saw that thing that I just minimized, the help file will pop up when you log in as well. Yeah, Tangela, no problems. We've got the replay up in your members area. So let's kick it off. This is Lead Finder. Okay, my business name is Lead Finder. What do I sell? Lead generation services, lead generation software. All right, remember this is day one. What does it do for people? It helps people find and identify their ideal clients. All right. Do I want my system to have a personality? I'm just going to go with professional. All right, just like that. So we can see that we've got the AI coming in here. Now, do I have a website? Yes. So we registered that. That's my website. So copy and paste. Brand new website. There it is. All right. Who's it specifically for? Again, this is just the first page you see when you log in. Yeah. Who does it help? Business owners and entrepreneurs. Cool. And Walt. Great. Done. All right. So now I have. There we go. Done. Now I've got my step one in my, literally logged in, filled in some info. I'm good. Cool. The next place we need to go is to make sure when I make a sale of this, somebody can log in. I want my own branded version of it, everything that we just talked about. Yeah. So what you need to do is from this main screen, just come down to where it says white label. So I'm going to come down to the white label and I'm going to come to my business account. And this is where we set up the domain, the logo, the brand, and everything on this screen. So now that this is literally step two after I've put in who am I. Okay, so business account, business name, Lead Finder. Okay, you're going to put your own brand in here, guys. I need to make sure you know that. Now, this white label domain URL, this is what we were just talking about. So we've got our domain, leadfinder.tech, but I want people to log in at app.whatever my domain is. All right, so I've got app.leadfinder.tech. Okay. That's it. That's literally all I need to put in here. I'm going to click on save. This HTML element means that I can add in an AI chatbot, a support JavaScript or anything like that in here, this will be something that appears in your app. But again, we'll get into that later. This is covered in our training. We want to get here. So all I've done is here, but I haven't pointed the domain yet. So this is a really important point. And I've asked my team to add in a note here. You need to create an A record that points to, that uses this domain so people will find it. Now, again, I've asked my team to put this in here, but if I come across here and I just type a name, a name, should have had that on the screen, but I was checking other things. Right, how to white label the lead generation tool. It's going to open up this and you're going to see an A name address. And again, this is in bold here. For those of you who want to take a note, it's 35.202.50.27. Copy that and you're nearly there. You're really nearly there. 35.202.50.27. You find it in the A name record in our help file and it's about to be here on the screen. This is the piece you need. So now we come back over to Cloudflare and all I need to do is I'm in the domain. I've come to DNS and I come over here where it says add a record, click it. It's an A name record. There's lots of other different types of records in here, but I need an A name record. Now I want it to be app dot whatever domain I chose or leads dot. So I want it to be app dot lead finder tech. And you can see that all I've done is type app in there and it knows the rest of it and then just paste that in there. Okay. App, whatever it is, your subdomain pointing to that spot, leave that orange box ticked. And it even tells you that. Okay. So somewhere in here, it says you should leave the orange proxy symbol on, which is what we've just done. Leave that on. Okay. And click on save. Now, it might take a few moments, but now if I go to app.leadfinder.tech, I will have a login, app.leadfinder.tech. It might take a few moments, so hopefully this works. I will have a login screen. Boom. So literally just by copying and pasting those few numbers into an A name record, I can now literally have people log into my own branded software program. They are logging into my domain. They're not logging into White Label Suite or Comet Suite or any of our other brands. They're logging into your brand. So all you've done is you've said, that's where I want people to log into. All right. And on your DNS, you've literally just created an A name record that points to there. And now we have a login. And remember, the name of my program was Lead Finder. Okay. Stacy, fire away.
Okay, so I don't know. I've been so damn busy. It looks like I actually did a lot of this already, and I didn't remember I had. But my question to you, yeah, right. You know you're busy when you forget that you actually did something. Okay, so anyway, my question to you is like on this login page that I created, that it's almost looks like the iframe. See where your sign in button is? That sign in purple button. I know it's like minor. Is that something that you would then change within that HTML sort of?
No, so let me show you. Great question, Stacy. Great question. So let me show you what happens with this page with a few little changes. So remember, we just called our system Lead Finder, but if you change it here, I don't want to call it Lead Finder. I want to call it Stacy's Leads. All right, and save. Now, and I'll show you the buttons, your question in just a second. But here we go refresh. And this will say Stacy's Leads. All right. Oh, hang on. I need to get it to update. Save changes. And actually it's up here. Business name, Stacy's Leads. That one will be, that's the one that will update it. But your colors and your login stuff is all here. So you can change your backgrounds and headings and let me get rid of that.
Yeah, but it didn't do it for mine.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
hang
serious.
on. It's over here on the auth pages. Okay.
Oh.
So your main branding is here, and that's inside of the thing, and your auth page. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that in just a second.
Sorry. Okay.
No, you're good. This is what this is for. All right. This is what this is for. Haji says, can you also set this up inside of your GHL agency account? Hell yeah. So I just set this up as app.leadfinder.tech, right? So now what if I wanted to be, here's my GHL account. Here's our Comet Suite account. So I'm just going to grab, let me open up another one because I've got that page open for a specific reason. So now I'm in my GHL and I want that to show up on my menu. I can use a custom menu link right here. So come on, GHL. GHL always goes slow when you're zooming. Has anybody noticed? So anyway, here's my agency dashboard. Go to my settings and just go to custom menu link. And now I can create a custom menu link pointing to my domain of my leads tool. Oh, come on, GHL. Create a brand new menu link. All right, so a little icon here. I don't know, leads. Yeah, leaves. Why not? Okay. This link name is lead finder. All right, and pop in the link. All right, and open in an iframe or a new tab. Done and done. And now I've got lead finder in my menu, and it iframes beautifully inside. So there it is, lead finder. All right, and it's going to open up my login page just like that. So I can have my branded system right inside my GHL account. And when we get into this in just a second, we'll show you that you can log in, you can have the whole lead generation experience right inside your GHL dashboard, or you can have it as a standalone. So people don't need GHL to buy the leads tool off you. You can sell them and log in. They can get their own login right now. Okay. You don't need to have GHL, but yes, Haji, you can put it inside GHL if you want to. Okay. So what we've done is we've literally just said, point this domain. Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. If you don't have the white label version, you might only have the personal account, which is the lowest version. If you need the white label version, you need to be on the white label account. So if you don't have white label there, the reason is because you're on the personal account level. Right, so now let's brand this up. Let's add a logo. Now, remember what I said about Canva to create a logo. And again, I'm very definitely not a graphics designer, but you come in here and just literally type logo like that. You're going to get a billion different choices, and look at all of these amazing templates. And I can just literally grab one and go, okay, I'm going to make this my logo. All right, customize it and call it lead finder, and away we go. So there we go. Just change the text to be lead finder. All right, and I'm done. Cool, logo finished. All right, so you don't need to be a graphics designer. Once you've got your logo, you can now do this next step, which is upload your logo onto the system. Now, again, I did one very quickly using Canva, which you can see there. Just drag it in. There it is. Okay. So now that logo is got, when your customers log in, that logo is going to be in the top left-hand corner. Okay. So whatever logo you put here is what's going to show up over here. Now I can change my colors inside of the app. Okay, so I can say, all right, make my buttons, you know, I can even match it to my logo by grabbing my little thingy there and saying, okay, make my buttons bright yellow. Cool. Done. Okay, I need a different size of my logo, 300 by 150. I think I've got that in my Canva. If not, we'll carry on. Oh, I should do it just to make sure I've got it right. Come and get my logo. Let me just resize this, 300 by 150. So custom size, 300 by 150. All right, continue. It's going to say this is what it looks like. Resize this design. Done. All right, now I can add this in. As you can see, my logo design skills are perfect. All right, download. Download that as a PNG. There we go. Saving this to be lead finder. There we go. That'll do as my logo. Cool. Drop it back in here. All right, done. Brilliant. Settings updated. All right, cool. Now let's one more change, just, and again, we'll get into the next steps of it. I can connect my CRM in here. So as most of us here in this room are a GHL reseller, so we don't want to let people know that we've got GHL, correct? Because it's a white label program. So we don't call it high level, do we? No, we call it our own thing. So we might call it lead gen CRM. I don't know. Lead Finder CRM. Okay. And I might have my own logo here as well. So I'll do the same thing again. Just literally put my own Lead Finder logo in there, done like that. Now, and make that visible to my subscribers. People that I sell to, they will see that they can connect to my CRM system, which is called Lead Finder. Now, if I'm a Keep reseller, I can also do the same thing with Keep. And we're also got, what else have we got? Pipedrive coming through, and HubSpot, and ClickFunnels, and a few others coming through as well. So you can choose what your subscribers see. If you sell more than one system, you can have multiple connections in the background. You can also get them to turn on Zapier, all right, which is a really great connection tool to have in your own leads environment, because then they can send their leads to Facebook, or they can send their leads to a Google Doc or whatever. Having Zapier set up is a really cool multi-threaded connection thing, right? So we've done that. And then the last step here, let me save that. The last step is that login page. And here's where you can change this up, right? So we might say, okay, I want this background color to be different. All right, so again, terrible graphic design. And I might say, welcome to Lead Finder. All right, but I can also add in here lots of cool stuff. I can add in a video, maybe my login. I can add a logo here. So again, let me grab my logo that I just created. All right, and get this centered. Here we go. I'll spend, as you can see, my graphics time will take care of that, but I can make this look how I want to and save. Done. And now my login screen will look terribly, awfully blue with my logo on it. But you can see that I can change that design super quickly and I'm ready to go. So now I've literally changed my domain A name record. I've put a logo and I've put a name of a product on there, and I can sell this thing and people would never know that White Label Suite exists. Okay, so that's going to be our next step. Now that we've got our domain name, and guys, feel free to ask questions. We've put a name, literally copy and paste those 4 numbers into your DNS records, set up your logo, and you're good to go. So we've covered domains, logo, and brand, and we now have a software program that you can give a login to somebody and they can get in. All right. So we've done our logos and colors. The next step is to add in our Stripe account. Everybody following along so far? Give me a 1 if you're all okay. Give me a 2 if you're not. 1 is okay. 1. Cool. All right, great. This is helpful.
Is there a specific account that we need to have in order to offer Zapier?
Nope.
Is there a type of Zapier account that we need?
Oh,
or?
no, not at all. Zapier is up to everybody else to get their own account for. Anybody can get a Zapier account. The benefit is if you offer it, Stacey, that your clients, they might say something to you like, oh, but Stacey, I've already got Salesforce. And you go, oh, cool. We'll just connect up a Zapier, go and get a Zapier account, and I'll connect your Salesforce to my Stacey's lead generation program, whatever your brand is. And now I can connect my lead gen to your Salesforce account. Presto. So if they've already got HubSpot, or they, maybe I'm not selling them GHL because they're a doctor's office and they use some other different CRM program that I can't get them to change. Cool. Just sign up for Zapier, Mr. Customer, and you can connect your Zapier account to my leads tool, leads through Zapier into your CRM. Hey, presto. So Zapier is just a really great connectivity point.
So you're just making it visible as an alternative for them.
You're just making it visible.
And so you're just checking that little box, and that's
you got
all
it.
it is.
Absolutely,
Well,
exactly.
Why wouldn't you check that box?
Why wouldn't you check that box? Exactly. It gives you a whole bunch. It literally, when you've got your own sales page and you're telling people we integrate with over 7,000 different platforms. That's Zapier's claim to fame, right? So Zapier says we integrate with over 7,000 platforms. As soon as you turn that on, you can say my leads tool integrates with over 7,000 different platforms via Zapier, right? So
now, are you guys going to do anything with Make?
Well, yes, we are. We've got Pabbly coming through. So Pabbly is another version of Zapier, and Make I think is getting in there.
You're on Stripe. You're on Stripe now.
I am on Stripe. I think that's Shay. I hope I'm saying that correctly. this is a tool that's B2B, not B2C. Man, I've covered that question so many times. We have thousands of YouTube videos on that. And in fact, if you come into our leads tool in app.whitelabelsuite.com, pop this open and literally just type in here B2C, you will find, sorry, if I can type B2C. I've answered that question so many thousands of times. B2B, B2C, where are we? B2B, or on our YouTube channel. There we go. Pharmaceutical sales, there's even, right? There's even a different one there. We've answered the B2B, B2C question thousands of times. There's a YouTube video that's about 20 minutes long where I show the 3 different techniques for B2C strategies. I'm not going to go into that today, but all right, cool. Let's jump in. Stripe. So we've done branding, domain. I've got a system. Yay. Next, I want to get paid. All you need to do is come in and connect your Stripe account. So again, we're in the white label section within app.whitelabel suite. We come to Stripe, okay? And it is built in. All I need to do is have a Stripe account and click on connect, all right? It's going to pop open the Stripe connection window. Give it a sec. Always run slow when zooming. Hopefully we get this done because it's an important part. Once you've got your Stripe connection up, you're literally ready to go. You can take money now immediately. Let me stop sharing so that it hurries up on its connection. All right. There we go. As soon as I stop sharing, it comes on. Now I can start sharing again. All right. Cool. So we've got multiple Stripe accounts, but I'm going to say, all right, connect me up to this one. Done. All right. So I've just connected my Stripe account to my lead generation tool, and I am ready to go. Now there's one extra step here. So now Stripe's ready to go. There's one extra step here, which I'm going to come back to in just a second. And again, we've got some extra text coming in here, but this is going to allow you to sell credits, not just packages. And I'm going to cover that in a second. We charge you 12 cents per credit. So you want to make sure that you sent your credit price is a bit higher. In this example, I'm going to say 25 cents. Okay, so my price per credit is 25 cents. And again, I'll come back to this in just a second. This is not an essential, but when you see what I'm about to show you, you'll be so glad that I've got this here. So all I've done is literally connect Stripe and authorize it. And now I set a wholesale retail price on my credits, and I can literally take money now. So that was super quick. It was longer to get my branding set up than it was to get my payment platform connected. Click, done, click, done. So now I can take money, and I'm going to show you that right now. So we've done Stripe, okay? Our next step is creating a package for sale. So far, I've got a branded tool. I've got a payment system connected up. Now, how much am I going to charge people? That's a question that we cover in our Freedom Program. It's completely up to
$1 million.
Exactly. Why not? You can set your price. Hey guys, pause. As I say to my kids, ears on for a second. You can even give away free accounts to this system and make money. I'll show you that in a second as well. Imagine if you could give away an account for $1 and make money on it. You can do that with our system. All right. Mind blowing, says Tobias. Absolutely. So let's make some money. All right. But to do that, all we need to do is come to here where it says packages. Now, this is as easy as it gets, you guys. We're going to show you how you can put a price together. And if you want to start your stopwatch, you'll be ready to take money in 60 seconds or less. So we go like this, up the top right-hand corner, create a package for sale and give it a name. This is my all-time best Phoenix package gold leads lightning system, whatever you want to call it. This is my leads program, 500. All right, lead gen software. Now, what if you upsold GHL as a package deal and CRM where you get 500 credits? Now, is it 500 credits a month or is it 500 credits a year? The choice is yours. So I might say it's a 500 credit monthly system. Now, we've given you the option to create a default password, which makes it super easy to send out the welcome email. Because if everybody's password's the same, right? It's super easy. Your first password is welcome123, all right? So that way you can just put it in the welcome email. So I'm going to say exactly that, welcome123. right? Or I can randomly generate a password, which means you have to insert a custom value into your emails. Fine, but either way. So I've got a leads program, which I call that. I'm giving 500 credits a month and I'm good to go. Now, do I want that account for my customers to be multi-user? Do I want them to be allowed to create their own, or do I want to just give them one login? Up to them, up to you, right? So you might have for $297 a month, I'll give you a single user account, but for $497 a month, you can have a multi-user account. So that's what that means. Now I can say you can have up to 10 sub-users, which is great because they'll use more credits, and I'll show you how you're going to make money from that in just a second, but that's your choice. Next, do I want to roll over the unused credits or not? Stacy says no, right? I was very firmly on no when we first started this whole enterprise, but then it was like, if there's no incentive for the customer to keep paying me, maybe they'll stop paying me. Whereas we've had multiple people tell us over time, I haven't used the system for a few months, but I just wanted to let my credits build up because, you know, I've got a big promotion coming up in Black Friday. Oh, cool, no worries. So we actually have ended up going with yes. So roll the credits over, let people bank them up. Again, that's a personal choice. I used to say, get people to use the system every month, right? But my team said, no, better to have people continue to build their asset even if they're not using them day by day. Okay, cool. Either way, whichever you want to do. So Stacy says no, we're going to leave it with no just for this example. All right. And then the last piece, I've got leads program 500. I've connected up my Stripe, literally just do this, done. And I set my price. This is going to be, let's say $197 a month. Now I've said it's monthly, so it's going to be a monthly package. If I say it's yearly, it's going to be a yearly package. All right. And whatever currency I want to choose. And what we always coach, and I invite you guys to take this on board, is definitely add a setup fee. So this is your setup fee. All right. Setup fee, and I charge $1,000 setup fee. One-time setup and configuration. All right. Businesses are very used to paying setup fees, and you need it to be able to support your company. Right. So I've created a package, given it a name, put in a price, added a setup fee, click on create, and now I can take money. I can literally take money. And this little thing here that says get link, on my next screen here, it says the quick sales system. So that's where we're up to. Now I've got a link, all right? I copy my link. Now, I want you guys to do this with me. I've just been talking to XYZ business about my brand new lead generation tool, and they're so excited they wanted to sign up. Great. How do I get them to pay me? Copy that link, send it to them on a DM. Hey, thanks, John. Great to speak to you. Here's my purchase link. I don't need a website. I literally just need to send that link to John, and guess what? Oh, sorry, wrong link. Let me grab my link. Sales page setting. Here's my link. And this is what John will see. John can literally now pay you your $197 a month plus your setup fee, and you can make this look however you want to. So again, let's do our logo thing. So this is my fast sales setup. I'm literally just going to do the same thing by dragging over a logo, just like that. Lead finder system. All right. I can even add things like, again, I can add in a logo. I can add in a video. So this can even be your white label demo video can go here. All right. So that then, like, you can literally just put in a YouTube link. All right. And now I've got even a demo video on my link that I'm sending John. Okay. Actually, I think I've got that teed up for one of our other brands. I'll show you. Let me see. Well, you guys know what this is. I'm just grabbing a YouTube link. Blah, blah. Where are we? What do we do when we offer a setup fee? George, great question. So here we go. I'm going to grab, this is not a demo video. This is a long video, but let me just grab the link anyway and put it into my thingy, add in a video on my fast sales page, just like that. All right, cool. And done. Now I've got a page where John can pay me money. After they buy, we go to a thank you page. Thanks very much. That's not required. You can collect tax. You can do your billing addresses, get phone numbers, add custom fields, whatever you want to do. And I now have a sales page link. Hey, John, great to speak to you. Here's my system. Come and sign up. It's $197 a month. There's the video. It's $197 because I've got that setup fee. Okay. And I'm in business. As soon as this package is sold, all right, as soon as John says, great, thanks, Stacy, I've just signed up, they will instantly have their login, username, password, everything ready to go. They will then be ready. As soon as a sale is made with that Stripe program, the username and password and everything will automatically be in your system. Okay, so let me just recap. We went into Stripe and we connected it up. Then we went into packages and we said, create a package, give it a name, and say how many credits it's got. Then once we had that package with a name on it, we went to the sales page settings and we just set it all up so that Stripe is ready to take the money. And now we literally have everything we need to do to take money. And as soon as that product is sold, a username and password is generated, an account is generated, and the person can log into your software. All right. So you actually can just put that link beneath a buy button on your sales page, and people come to your sales page, click the button, pay the money, and their account's set up. Easy as that. Now, if you don't use Stripe, just purely to cover that base as well, if you don't use Stripe and you use Thrivecart, or you've got authorize.net, or you've got any of those guys, you can use this. And again, we've got training on this, set it up to create the license using any other system, but Stripe is that one-click integration, which is cool. Okay. So that hopefully that was okay, guys. We just created a package and we put a price tag on it. Is that okay? Let me know if you're good. We said, here's how to sell this thing. Now I've got a link that I can give people and they can buy it from me. And when they do, here's the important piece. When they buy it from you, they will have an account set up. It's automatic. You don't have to configure webhooks or anything like that. As soon as they buy through that link, they get an account. Now, how do we make sure that they get the username and the password and all that kind of stuff? You've got this SMTP settings where you can connect up your email accounts. And again, we cover that in separate training. And you can configure the email itself that goes out. Welcome to insert business name here. We're delighted to inform you a new license has been created. Now you can edit this however you want to, or if you use GHL's automations to send out your welcome email, you can turn this off, up to you. But that's all we've done. We literally said, I own this product. I've put a brand on it. I've created a package for sale, and now I can share that link 1,000,000 times. People can pay me and they'll get an account. Wicked. All right. So we've made it as super easy as we can. Brand, logo, domain, put a package in, take money. Everything else is automated. Mark, got a question. Fire away.
So if we decide to sell through our GHL product, so we set up the product in GHL, then how do we then add them to
Great
this
question.
without charging them?
Great question. Great question. And that's where we have that in a separate training, but just giving you the 30-second version. You're going to use this link and the transaction data and key. Okay. And again, I'll give you this is the 30-second version, Mark. We do cover this. I'm typing Mark. We do have this covered in a training doc. All right. So I'm using GHL and I've just sold a SaaS package and I want that to also include my leads tool. How do I do it? What I'm going to do, let me just do this in demo company. Otherwise Kyle will kill me. Is I'm going to set up an automation and I'm going to use the link that we provide, right? Is the simplest way to say it. But I come into an automation, go, automation. GHL slow when it's zooming. Create a workflow, start from scratch. Again, 30-second version. If Zoom's keeping up, might be 45 seconds depending on the time. But whatever my trigger is, they've just bought from me and I'm tagging them, or they've come in via SaaS, whatever. They've bought something through GHL. My action then is a webhook. All right. And I'm going to use a webhook, and I prefer the custom webhook. It just gives me more options. So let me do that again. Webhook, even though that's a premium, I still like the options it gives me. So webhook, right? And it's going to post, and it's going to post to, stop clicking outside it. Right. All I need to do is paste in that URL. What URL? Over here. Once I've created a package, copy the link and paste it here. That's the webhook URL. Okay. Now, add your items in here, which is your first name, last name, phone number, email. So we go first name, all right, and I get my data from the system, which is show transaction data and key. First underscore name, okay? First underscore name. Copy. First underscore name needs to come from GHL contact first name. Add another item. Last, I'll copy and paste so you can see where I'm getting that information from. Last underscore name over here. Next is email. Copy. Paste. Next is expires in. Now this is, if you're setting a monthly account, it should be 30. If it's yearly, it's 365, right? Or if you leave it blank, it just won't have an expiry date on it. And then this one's important and it's unique, specific to this package. All right, the verification key, absolutely crucial. We go key, verification key, specific value. So the next package you create will have a different key. Okay. Done and save. All right, missing custom fields. What did I miss?
Put in custom fields and last name.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. There we go. Contact last name and contact email. Now I'm good. Okay, cool. So that's it. Now, whenever this workflow triggers, because they've bought a package from me, it will automatically create a license over here. Thumbs up.
See that? We go into this. In our custom menus, we just put that URL in the custom menus for our sign up page, our login page.
You got it, man. Exactly right. So now you've got that custom link inside of your GHL. They've bought a package from you. When they log into their GHL account, one of the items on their member is your lead gen program. They'll have a specific username and password for it. Beautiful. Click on it, log in, up and running. So they bought from you and everything is just automatically set up.
And then when they sort their list or they decide, oh, I'm going to use 100 credits, how do we have those leads moved into their GHL sub account?
Great question. All right, so we'll get into that with a little bit.
If I'm getting ahead of you, man, I'll slow down.
No, you're good. You're good. I actually hadn't put that into my thing, but let me do this as again, as the super quick version. When you connect up your agency account to GHL, so in here, in your integrations, you're going to come up, all right, in your integrations, and you're going to connect your agency account GHL.
The agency account, it forces you to pick a sub account.
It does not. So if I click on here, because you're an agency, you can check. You can connect your agency account, right? So you will see here. Oh, hang on a second. Have I misinterpreted? You're gonna choose your parent account. So you're gonna choose your parent account. My apologies. Each individual sub account that you have, Mark. So you've just sold to Fred Smith, right? And Fred has got his own GHL sub account. He's got a sub account in your system called Fred Smith. When he's logging into his branded version of this, he's going to be able to go up to integrations. And the only thing he's going to see, and I'll show you this in a second, he's going to see your brand, not Go High Level, because you put your logo here. He's going to see your brand. And when he clicks connect, he's going to only see his sub account because that's the only one he's logged into. And right from that moment, he's connected and you're good to go. Make sense?
Got it. Okay.
Cool. So you're going to put in here your CRM logo and brand. He's going to see that. It's not going to be called high level. It's going to be called whatever your brand is. And when he clicks it, the only integration option he's going to have is his sub account. Won't have his big list of the agency accounts. He's only going to have the sub account. And then connect up and you're away. Again, we cover that in more detail in the training. But as soon as you connect up your GHL sub account, then when you run a lead search and you export to CRM, it automatically pushes across to the connected account.
I'm assuming they can tag it as it gets transferred or in that transfer process or whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely. We cover that in the how to use the tool program. But yeah, like on your leads searches, you can just tag them as they go. But again, cover that that's in how to use the tool is all covered in our training. But again, I want to make sure you guys are set up and ready to go. So that training is covered. How to tag a lead as it goes in is all in the training, all in the setup, and then how to use the tool training. All right. And you've got white label videos as well, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Your white label training videos show your customers how to do that. So they're all white label. They're unbranded. Okay. So all the white label training videos, which I'll show you in a sec, are unbranded. It shows them all that kind of stuff. How to create a search, how to tag, how to sort, how to filter, how to connect is all in the white label training videos. Yeah. All right. So what have we done so far? We've put in a domain. We've put in a Stripe account. We've made a package available for sale. Now, here's the cool thing. Now, your next door neighbor, who's been a long-term supporter of yours, says, oh, wow, that sounds really exciting. He said, oh, I want to give this guy a copy because, you know, he's my buddy or he's my neighbor or my business partner. I want to give my friend. I want to give away my lead gen software to my friend because, hey, I'm a software company owner and we can do that sort of stuff. Now that you've created a package, you can create as many accounts as you want to. Let me show you. Subscriptions. I can add an account. And I can literally create a free account for my buddy right now. And he'll have his own account. Sweet. Now, how cool is this? Because I've got that webhook integration that I showed a few moments ago for taking payment, I can also give away free accounts using a form in GHL. They fill out the form, they get a free account. Whoa. So thinking it through, form, when they submit the form, it fires that webhook. Just do that name, last name, whatever, and that verification key. As soon as they fill out that form, they get a free account to my lead gen software. Wow. Now, hang on a second. What if you, remember I said you can set the expiry date. So what if you gave them a free account for 7 days and 100 credits? Well, isn't that going to cost me money? If I give away all these free accounts and they're spending my credits, aren't I going to go broke? Yep. But with one exception. And I want to show you how this works because this is so freaking exciting that you're going to want to give away millions of free accounts. I promise you. So let me show you. If you want to see it, just give me one. If I'm boring you, don't type anything because then
you are comedy. I'm just going to let you know you are comedy. If that's what you're shooting for, you're hitting it.
Sweet, man. Sweet. I say to my kids, I'm a stand-up comedian in my spare time. And what you can gather from that is I don't have a lot of spare time. Right. So let's go. We got, let's show you how you can make money giving away free accounts. And now we know that we can create a package for sale. The next step was that quick sales system, which literally you don't even need a website. Just grab that where it said sales page link, put in a price, copy that link into a DM. John, great to speak to you. Here's how to get signed up. Done. Nothing more complicated. You literally don't need to make it more complicated. I can take money from John today. His subscription is going to create a license. Hallelujah. All right. But let's have a look at 2 ways that you can make money with this system. All right. Now, let me go from here. The 2 methods of collecting money with this system, I'll be here all week and beyond. Number 1, we call it the packages method. Number 2, we call it the toll booth method. Okay. When I drove over, there's a toll bridge between here and my airport. And I was on a shuttle bus going to the airport with a trip. And as we went over the bridge, like the tour bus, on your left, you'll see whatever. And as we went over the bridge, he said, and this is the famous Gateway Bridge, and over 750,000 cars go through this bridge every single day. And I went, holy crap. And they charge $2.60 a car. They're making $1.4 million a day. I'll build a bridge. And ever since that day, I've wanted to own a toll booth. Right? So long as there's enough money coming through. And that's what Microsoft did with Windows, literally just charge a license fee. Everybody that comes through, right? So the packages method and the toll booth method, right? The packages method is what I just showed you guys a moment ago. And it looks like this. You have signed up for White Label Suite and we love you. You're amazing. Okay. So you have got a specific package with us. You might have signed up on the 1,000 credits a month, the 5,000 credit, whatever package you've chosen, all right, is your pool of credits. Now, that's why I've used this little art, right? This is your pool of credits. You've got 1,000 credits every single month. Great. Cool. Now, this is the packages method that we just shown you. Now, I just want to go out and make a sale to John, and John's bought my brand new package that I just set up a few moments ago for 500 credits. Great. Now, he's got his own smaller pool of credits. Now, John's got a pool of credits under my name, right? But I don't just want to sell to John, because that would be crazy unless I'm charging $1 million a month, right? So I also want to sell to lots of other people, and I want to give them all a 500 credit account for $197 a month. Happy days. I've been paid. But hang on a second. I've only got 1,000 credits a month, and these guys have got 500 credits in their little pools. Aren't I going to be like swimming on a dry ground? Pause. The credits only come out of your pool when they use credits themselves. So just because you've sold a package, nothing's been used yet. No water goes out of your pool until they dive in. When they dive in, the water goes over. You get it, right? So when they use their system, it depletes their pool, which is connected to your pool. Does that make sense? So if they spend 500 credits, your pool has just gone down by 500 credits. But that's okay, because you've been paid for that, right? You're paying us your membership fee every single month, and we include 1,000 credits. You've charged John 500 credits and $197 a month. So he's paid you. Great, amazing. But it still means my credits have gone down. And that's where we get into trouble, because we go, well, hang on a second. John used all his credits and my pool went down by 500. And then Mary used her credits and my pool went down by 500. Oh, never fear, because that's where our auto top up kicks in and your pool refills. So what's the auto top up? How does that look? In your wallet system, okay, again, we're in your main admin account here. In your settings, in the wallet, all right, you're literally just setting up an auto top up. When my credits go beneath 10, top me back up to 1,000, please. You're going to pay 12 cents a credit, all right? But this is great. That means I don't actually have to pay any more money until my credits are used. And when my credits are used, that means my customers are using them. Yay, which means they're paying me for them. Yay. So our auto top up kicks back in, and suddenly, hey presto, you've now got your pool being refilled. Thanks, White Label Suite. All right. And this means that you can then continue to sell packages. People pay you in advance before they use it. See, that's the key. They pay you. Awesome. Then they use it, and you can use some of that money to re-top up your pool. Make sense? So now you sell all these little pools of credits. When they use their credits, it pulls out of you, but your auto top up keeps you full. So they're never going to get that scenario where they come in and they go, hey, blah, 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 whatever. Cool. Great. This is what we call the packages method. And it's great. It's what we've built our entire business on for the last 3 years is this method. It's happy. People make money because you get paid up front. Yay. When your clients consume their credits, not when you sell the package to them, but when they consume it, it depletes your pool and your credits will top up as needed. Yay. You've been paid and you only need to use some of that money to top up your pool if needed. Happy days. But now we're getting into the toll booth method, because that's only one way of making money. Stacey, do you want to hang on for a second and see if I cover your question from the toll booth method, and I'll come back to you in just a sec?
Sure.
Okay. So the packages method is what we've had as our long-term system forever, and people have made tons of money with it, and we just love watching that happen. Right. The next method is what we call the toll booth method. And let's have a look at what this looks like. Again, you've got a package with White Label Suite. You've got 1,000 credits a month or 5,000, whatever your package is. Great, cool. You've got a pool of credits. And again, we now go out and sell this to the world. Thousands of accounts. What if you gave them away for free? Thousands of accounts. And all of those people start using their credits. Oh, wait a second. Don't forget the auto top up and all that kind of stuff. Wait, pause. In this example, we invite them to tap into the source. All right. We say, don't get your credits from Stacy or Mark. Get your credits straight from these guys. But hang on a second. They can get their credits direct and top up their own pools, but I'm going to put a little toll booth on here. And that means that every time you use a credit and you buy from White Label Suite, I make a markup margin. Happy days. So now you let your customers put their own credit card on file, okay, and just top up when they want to. But that means they're going past you. So we want to give you a toll booth. You brought that customer in and we want to let you make money on every single credit they use. Now, if you're making money on every credit they use, what do you want them to do? Stacy, you're muted, but I read your lips and you said use a lot of credits. Use a lot of credits. Now, what if I had an opportunity to go and present at a local business meeting and there's 50 people in the room and I gave them all an account? Hey, you guys, this is my new leads tool. It's called Stacy's Lead Finder AI. And my gift to you is everybody gets a free account. And all you need to do is log in, put your card on file, and you can use it as often as you like. You only pay for what you use. And every time they use a credit, you make money. Because now you're the toll booth operator and your credits don't get touched. So here's what that looks like. Remember when we added in our Stripe account, right? Step one was we connected our Stripe account. Step two was we set our toll booth price. We charge you 12 cents. Whatever you put on top is absolutely yours to keep. All right? So your toll booth is right here. You get to set your price. You get to set your price, okay? And you get to charge a toll every time it comes through. Now, let me just sum this up and I'll get to questions, all right? So our toll booth method means that you've got a pool of credits. You've got a lot of clients. When they use it, they buy from us directly. You've got a toll booth that collects a toll every time they do it, which means money, all right? And that means you get paid up front. Again, you've sold them an account or you've given them a free account, whatever it is. When your clients consume the credits over their allowance, so you've given them in a free account, you might only give them 20 free credits. Wouldn't that be a great way to use the 20 free credit system? Give them a free account with 20 credits. Invite them to put their card on file. Toll booth, baby. Now, how can I get you to use 1,000 credits a month? Let me show you how you have 10 users, get them all running it. Every single credit I'm getting paid, baby. All right, so you get a markup on every single credit they top up with, and your credits don't get touched in that example. Your pool of credits is your pool of credits. You can use that, you know, if you're giving away 20 free for every time or 100, the first 100 that they use before they drop below their auto top up comes out of your pool. So you give away an account for 100 credits, the 100 credits is going to come out of your pool. So you still want to get something from them. But if you're giving away a free account, what you've got from them is a name and email. Is that worth 20 credits? Cool. Well, that's going to cost you $2, all right? Or $2.40 if you're giving them 100 credits. Or 20 credits is going to cost you, what is it? Yeah, $2. Yeah, that's right. So now you've got a lead with a software program. And you're going to teach them how to spend a lot of credits. You got them in, all right? And you can do that as often as you like and get that toll booth system going on. So the toll booth method, the two methods of making money are sell packages and your pool depletes, you're topping them up. So you're never leaving them dry, but they're paying you first. So you don't have to pay us until later. All right. And then the toll booth method is they can just use as many as they like and you just take a fee every time they do it. Happy days. Right. So those are the two methods. Let's answer a few questions, guys. Hopefully that's helpful. All right. Shay says, what are the max people are charging? I'll cover that in just a second, actually, because some of our people are charging $5,000 a month, but they're doing a different thing. They get discounted credits. Yeah. So everybody has their own sort of system. So Stacy, you had a question. You want to fire away first, and then Mark, I'll jump over to you as well.
Yeah. My question is which pack, I mean, because you guys are obviously, this is all you guys are really focusing in on. Which sort of method do you feel is best? Yep. Given the fact that you guys had experienced also that you should let them roll over credits, and does a rollover credit scenario determine which model works best in terms
Great
of the
question. Great
packages or
question. And I can see the strategy behind the question, Stacey, which I really appreciate. So I'm going to preface my answer with a comment that I hope everybody on this call resonates with. I like money. All right. I'm going to say that flat. All right. I like money. I like money, and I like using money to help people, and I like money to pay my family. I like money because it grows. I like money, right? And I do good things with it. So I like money, and I'm not ashamed of it. I like money. So to answer your question, we do both. We focus our advertising on selling low-end versions of this product. What I mean by low end is $97 a month. It's far too cheap. But we only include I think for that we include 250. We focus on all our ads go to a landing page that you can get signed up for our leads tool for $97 a month. Why? Because I like money and I like my bank account going ding, 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 ding with bigger bits of money every month. Yeah. So I like money and we sell $97 a month. But my business partner, Johan, is the world's greatest networker. I don't know how he does it. He just suddenly is in a conversation with some dude who's got 7 million people on his Instagram account and wants to do a live call with Johan. I'm like, oh my God. And when Johan does a free call, he jumps on his YouTube, there's 1 million people watching, and Johan goes, blah, 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 AI, lead generation, grow your business. My gift to you, free account. Every one of your listeners get a free account. And then our onboarding system takes them over. Welcome, great to see you. Let me show you how to use it, set up, and any questions. Our sales team jumps in and does an upsell call. So it's like, hey, you got a free account. So great to see you. Saw that you used it, jumped in, logged in. Do you want to get 20% discount off your credits? Upgrade to a monthly plan. Perfect, amazing. If you don't want to upgrade to a monthly plan, cool, no problems. Just chuck your credit card on and use as many credits as you like. Toll booth, baby. So I'm literally, Stacey, my answer to you is, I do both. We sell accounts because I like money, and we give away accounts because I like money. And we've worked out a way that you can do that. You can do both. Advertise because I want people to pay me, right? Advertise your system out there. When they see it, they want to sign up. Great, here it is. At the same time, if you've got any exposure opportunities, I get to speak at that little business meeting down the road, or I've got a podcast going on, or I can drop a link into that guy's group because he invited me to do so. Give away a free account. As long as your system in the back, get them onboarded, show them how to use it, get them spending credits. Toll booth, baby. So I like both. Is that fair?
Okay. And then for that $97 a month one, that's not including the GHL.
Oh, hell no. No. We do an upsell to GHL
Okay.
for $197.
So you're using you're kind of using the free one to get them into the $97 one, and then the $97 one to get them into the GHL upsell.
Which is why we
That
stood on stage in Dallas last year with a SaaSpreneur Gold Award and said, hey, 100 accounts. Exactly that model. Exactly that model, Stacey. We always tell people to open the doors with a lead tool because that's what businesses need the most. Mr. Business Owner, you need leads, yes or no? Yes. I've got a system. Do you want it? Yes. Fantastic. Hey, Mr. Thing, here's your new leads. What is your sales team doing with those leads? I don't know. How about we set up an automated system over here that helps you manage them? We'll add this onto your account for $100. Sweet. Happy days. So we sell them the leads tool. We upsell them GHL.
Perfect.
Or we give away the leads tool, teach them how to use it, and then upsell GHL. Happy days. And some people just don't want to move. I've got HubSpot. I've invested $50,000 into HubSpot. Absolutely never will in the entirety of my life, ever. Change from HubSpot. Cool. I hear you, Mr. Dentist. What we're going to do is set up what we call a pre-CRM. So here's a little system over here that's going to nurture your leads and follow them up and qualify them. And when they're qualified, I'm going to zap them over to your HubSpot account. How does that sound? Oh, sounds great. Cool. So we sell GHL to people who have got bigger systems. Yeah.
Right.
So,
and I think that you had some native integrations, didn't you? I mean, outside of GHL, I know most of us here are GHL people. Were they not like Pipedrive and?
Yeah, so that's coming. So right now we've got Keep and we've got Zapier, which is everybody's connection. And within a couple of weeks, I want to say, we'll have ClickFunnels, Pipedrive, HubSpot, and others. So then you can sell your own standalone leads tool and just join straight into the system.
Right. No, that's perfect. Excellent.
Amazing. Mr. Mark.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great questions, Stacey. Thanks, because they nailed about half of mine. But so when they just if you decide to do the toll booth route and they get the credits directly from White Label Suite, is that who bills them on their card?
No, you bill them. You bill them. So the bill will show your company. So whatever your company, like the Stripe account system is in the back end. It's literally the same as GHL. So on their Stripe account, they will see your business. So they pay you, you pay us, and it's all instant. So if they buy 100 credits at a time, they're buying those 100 credits from you at your price, and you're buying those 100 credits from us. On your credit card statement, it's going to show White Label Suite. On their credit card statement, it's going to show your company. Great question, Mark.
Perfect. Okay. No, that's good. Awesome.
Man, we're so thrilled to give you guys this toll booth method. Like, honestly, it's the microtransaction wizardry of GHL that allows you to just get as many accounts out there as you possibly can and just collect $1 on the way through. Like, how freaking amazing. We love it. So happy. All right, guys, I'm over time, which is consistent with every other training I've ever run in my entire life. So no surprises there. I always say I apologize for the time, but I don't apologize for the content. Hopefully it's all been worth it for you guys. So let me just finish this off real quick. Snapshots and resources. So, we've got some new onboarding stuff that we've been putting together. We'll turn that into a snapshot shortly and get that over to you guys. But let me just show you where you can find some cool resources right now. So I talked about the fast sales method. We also have some really cool snapshots that you can get straight away. So from your app.white label suite main admin dashboard, come down to resources, okay? And come to the community, all right? Come to the community. And in the community, you're going to open up this. And this is where we're all hanging out. We're about to turn this into a mobile app. It's probably going to be branded differently for the community side of things, but this is where we all hang out. This is where we live. This is where we, announce stuff. But if you come to the learning section, which is up here, and here's that weekly training piece. So anybody that's asking for a replay of this call, it will be right here. You'll find that in the weekly training. But what I'm about to show you, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, you guys. There's like workshops that we've done and all kinds of things that you can jump in and get. You've got it. It's part of your White Label Suite membership. So jump in. But this one, setup, sales, and service. We're about to reconfigure this so it's a bit easier to navigate. But I'm just going to come in here. Setup, sales, and service. In here are some snapshots. Yay, love snapshots. Let me show you. So I'm just literally going to scroll down. So all of those questions about how does the connection work and how do the leads work, all of that's here. Okay, so using the leads tool, creating your search, filtering your search, all that kind of stuff. Now what we just covered then, creating packages for sale, how to white label it is that A record stuff, how to automate the license creation. Again, showed that today as well. Now here's some marketing materials for you. The white label demo video. So you've actually got a full-on demo that you can put on that fast sales page, share your link with a demo. Hey, John, got this great sales tool. Love to show you. Can I send you a link? John grabs the link, watches the video, can fill in his credit card on that page. You've got your white label sales demo. We've got white label social media posts. We've got email swipes that you can use, all right? And some outbound campaigns that you can tap into. But what I want to get to is the case studies. This is really handy as well. You can find out how people are using White Label Suite. And I think the B2C stuff is all in here as well. Now, we've also got a help center, so you can upload help docs to share with your clients. And here's where we're at. I added this one this morning, Mr. Kyle, if you're seeing that. So we've got a couple of snapshots. The 20 free leads snapshot. This is what made us famous. When we started, instead of advertising for people to come and check out my new automated CRM program, which we were getting 1 click out of 1,000, when we stopped doing that and we started advertising, jump on a call with me and I'll give you 20 free leads, our calendars just booked the heck up. That's what made us famous, right? So we give you that as a snapshot. You've got a leads tool that you can offer free leads, get people on a call and sell them, upsell them, DHL, get them on a call. The most important thing is get them on a call. The 20 free leads made that happen for us. So that whole snapshot's there for you. But this one, generate sales, and the sales maximizer snapshot give you a couple of extra resources. Now, again, Kyle is probably shocked and horrified that I've included this one in here because the design is unique, but I want to show you anyway. So these two snapshots and the customer success snapshot gives you a system that you can set up for your customers and they can do outbound contacting and all that kind of stuff. But it's all here, right? So let me just show you these snapshots super quickly. So we're going to start with the generate sales snapshot. All right. So let me go to generate sales. This is what is installed in this snapshot. Is literally just a quick sales page for you. All right. So it's got a presentation page where you can put that white label demo video on it. All right. How to leverage the power of it. It's of course, being a snapshot, you're going to put your logo up here. You're going to make it look nice. You're going to put your own photos here, but it's just a template where you can come in, get people to opt in to watch the full video of a presentation, which is the white label sales video. Okay. Where they can watch your lead generation tool at work and sign up for it. Okay. So the one of the snapshots is just a nice little sales system for you to plug in. So you install it, put your own brand on it, share your link. Now you've got a demo video. You can, put your sign up for it, all there. Okay. And the other one, as I said, which Kyle is going to hate the fact that I've included it, is we had a sales page designed by a designer a little while ago and came back with some pretty outlandish colors, but it converts well. So that's why I included it. But again, it's a sales page. So here you go. Put your logo, limitless growth, white label video. All right, everything ready to rock. And again, just put your price and your payment button right here. You know how we showed you how to create.
What color is that?
Sorry.
What color is that?
That's an awesome question for a non-graphic person, Stacey.
Awful.
I do not know, but
it's like a grandmother's peach bathroom.
Wow, there you go. So if you've got grandmother's lead system, this will fit right in. But I tell you what, guys, this is what I love about GHL. Since we created White Label Suite 3 years ago, they have added thousands of funnels and templates. I love them so much. So to get your sales page created and it's not grandmother's peach yellow, just come across to new funnel, go to from template, click continue, and grab one that is probably like in the business coaching or I know they've got marketing agency, travel and hospitality. I know they've got a whole bunch here, but like grab a template. These are all in your GHL account. You don't need to buy them. They're here. So grab a template, customize it, make it yours, and put that buy link. We showed you how to create a buy link super quick. Create a package, add your Stripe, buy link created. Just put that buy link underneath the button on this page and you're up. Hopefully that's helpful. David, fire away, man. See if I can get David to unmute. David, no, I unmuted you and then unmuted you. Go for it. Let's see if I can get you unmuted.
Unmute.
Hey,
okay.
There you are. Hey, Vod.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
It's good. It's been a while. I met you at Dallas last year.
Amazing. Come and give me a high five or a hug when you see me in Dallas this year as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So I'm all hyped up. My main issue, I literally had I've been member for like almost a year now. My problem is I haven't used anything yet, so I feel kind of stupid. I know there's a lot of good stuff here. I had my onboarding call like literally yesterday.
Sweet.
So yeah, so my issue is kind of like finding stuff and logging in, because I guess a lot of stuff changed and some links that I had, like I guess a bunch of stuff's changed because I've been out of the loop and I haven't really been paying attention. But I'm trying to use this, and then so the snapshot is in the community, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and then yeah.
Let me go all the way through. And again, for logins, I'm not going to be able to do that on the call right here, but the support team is going to be able to help that for you. So let's start from the start, and like everything that you need, everything starts from here, app.whitelabelsuite.com. Make sure you can log in here. From here, all of the things that we talked about today, being able to set up your Stripe and all that kind of stuff are here. And if you scroll down to the resources section and come to the community, in your community is where you'll find. So once you're in community, let that open up. Hang on, let me make sure I've got it. Go back to community. Okay, once you're in your community, there's a lot of different threads that you can jump in on and have a look on here. There's some links over here for our YouTube channel, that kind of stuff. But what we just showed you is here in the learning section. So click on learning, and here's all the courses.
I can't see your screen. I can only see you.
Oh, really? All right, let me try again.
Yeah, I can just see you right now.
Let me do it again.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's better for me.
Okay, cool. So we started here, White Label Suite. We said, here's all your stuff that we covered today in the white label section, setting up your A name record, all that kind of stuff. And the resources section, which is here as well. Here's community. Once you come into the community, you're here.
Okay.
All right. So you'll find the community. And
Yeah.
those snapshots and videos and all of that stuff is here in the learning section. And
Got
you'll
it.
find it here in the setup, sales, and service, white label suite, setup, sales, and service. All of those snapshots and videos and marketing materials and all that kind of stuff is here.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, that's where I was. I was just trying to log in, and then I already just logged in, and now it's saying I can't log in unless I join. So I'm like, but I'm already logged in. So I'm like, I'm
hit up
confused again.
support. The guys will take care of you for you.
All right.
Via email. It's support@whitelabelsuite.com. But if
Okay.
you come to app.whitelabelsuite.com, if you can't log in, the little link down the bottom right hand corner is our intercom system. Click on that. Like, the team's standing by. They're only offline for, not long during a day, but you will have.
Sounds good. I'll figure it out, because I just did it because I thought I logged in. I am
tried
logged
that
in.
too. There is a direct link to the actual learning center, like that's not right off how he was navigating you. I can go ahead and add that link in here and try and see if that works.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be great. There you go.
So I guess my question,
Because
just
I can log in there, but I can't log in the way that you were showing.
Okay, cool. Probably
to
because
keep
it's a
it
different
short,
email address. Susan.
So if I'm logged in, which I am because it gave me access to this, if I want access to it, I need to re-log in? Because
I'm not sure what you're seeing on your screen, but again, jump on with our team and they'll sort you out. If you've got, maybe you paid for White Label Suite with one email address and you've got your log into the community with another, like that happens all the time, right?
So I do have to. That could be it, because it basically just asked me to join the group. I see it, but it says you need to be part of the group to do the course, and I'm pretty sure I did it yesterday on the call.
We'll sort you out. We'll sort you out, David. Like, that happens all the time. Just jump into the support. The guys will either jump on a one-on-one Zoom with you, or they'll hook it up. Like, you guys know how GHL works. It's just a matter of ticking a box. So just let us know what's needed.
Thank you.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, guys.
You too, buddy.
Thank you so much.
That's the same situation I'm running into as well, David.
All right. Yeah, I know I have 2 emails, so I thought I sorted out yesterday, but I might have logged in with the wrong one. So it's like I'm almost there, but yeah, I'll be diving in pretty soon here. Thanks.
Amazing, guys. So again, if you go to support, and I'm going to drop the link in here. If you can't log in, all right. So let me just drop this in here. Support.whitelabelsuite.com. Guys, if you can't log in, just go to support.whitelabelsuite.com, which is that. And let me share my screen so you guys can see what I see. And if you go to that link, support.whitelabelsuite.com, you're going to get to our team, right? So now we can search. Obviously, this is a knowledge base. You guys know how support desks work. This is, you'll find all your stuff in here, but you're like, dude, I can't log in. Just hit this little thing down the bottom right-hand corner, right? Just hit this, okay? And go to the messages section and just like drop us in a message. So the first thing that's going to happen is our AI tool is going to see if they can find you an answer, but maybe it won't work. Maybe like the AI can't help me because I can't log in. I need a person to go and tick the box. Cool. Then just come over to the help thing. Sorry, just drop in the message, just like this. Help login, help with login. All right. And Haley's going to try and answer. Haley's the AI. Okay. But you can see this is Brian, Alex, and Kyle. The guys are online right now. So there you go. So it's going to try and help you log in, but know that I haven't got my password. I'm stuck. Talk to a person, right? Now, if my team's online, they're going to be able to grab your answer right now. If they're not online, just let us know. Hey, I'm trying to log in with this email address, can't get my access, having some trouble. You'll have an answer within a few hours, guys. Like, even if they're asleep, they'll get on with you. All right. So that's the way. Support.whitelabelsuite.com, guys. We get to sort it. All right, guys. So what we talked about today, and again, I apologize for the time, but not the content. Hopefully it's been helpful. What we talked about today was, you've got an amazing program. How the bloody hell do I sell it? All you need to do is let's recap. Have a domain name, point it to the right place, right? Put a logo in and set a price. Once you've got that in play, you can share that out. When people buy it from you, they instantly get their username and password. They've got to log into your own software and you're good to go. So not complex. Logo, domain name, connect it up and put a price. How much am I selling this for? We also talked about the different credit methods, being able to do the package-based sales where you get paid up front and it depletes your pool, but you've been paid already, so you can top that pool up at any time. Or you do the toll booth method where you get a some payment every single time they use a credit, and it's just directly to them, which again is super cool. And we talked about the fact that there's the resources section on all your snapshots and real people, like a live team of people standing by. So hopefully that's helpful. Jennifer just said, can we do this in a trial account? Yeah, definitely. Can you give away a 20 free leads account with 7 days on it? Hell yeah, absolutely. You can do, like, it becomes your system, guys. It's as if you can do whatever you want with it. You can give a copy to your neighbor. You can give somebody a 10,000 credit account, and every time they use it, it's just taken straight from the pool. Any way you want to set it up, it becomes your system, but not complex. Domain name, logo, and a price. Once you got that in place, you can take money and they get their accounts. So don't delay. And don't forget, we run weekly training, teams on deck. Our job is to help you move credits, right? If that's how we make money, by the way. So we're charging you 12 cents and we get a margin on that. So our supply and costs and all that kind of stuff, we're making a few cents every credit. So we want you to give 1,000 million credits away, right? Because you're making money and we're making money, and it's a wholesale retail environment, and our only job is to help you be successful. So that's why everybody in our team is geared up to help you succeed, because the better you do, the better we do, and we're here to make money. So we want you to do well. And yeah, guys, let us help you. Like, reach out to the team. Don't be stuck. And yeah, just let us know what we can do to help. All right, guys. Thank you, Joe. Happy to stay around for any last questions. David, yep, fire away.
Yeah, I have a quick question for you. Okay, so as a complete newbie, I did log in, so that's exciting, and I got some catching up to do. Where would you suggest we just start 0 out of 40 lessons, just start from the very beginning, or is there a particular area that you would say start with this?
Yeah, great question. So it depends on your business acumen. If you're going, right, I'm brand new, I have no idea, just like I'm a babe in the woods, I would start with the Freedom Program. It's a pretty advanced program. Like, it's some hours of training, but we talk about who's your business, who's your ideal customer, how do I find a niche, all that kind of stuff. If you're brand new, start there. If you know what you're doing and you just want to make sales, you can skip through those 40 lessons. You can go, okay, I need to know how to use the tool. Great, go to that section. All right, I've got that down. I just need to know where my snapshots are. Cool, skip down, like all that kind of stuff. So depending on where you're at, if you're brand new, never sold a thing before, I want to create an agency, start with the Freedom Program. If you're you know what you're doing and you just need to get up to speed with the leads tool, just scroll down until you find that section in that 39 videos. Tell me about how do I use the leads tool? Let's start there. Like, everything else is there is amazing, but those would be the two places that I would point to.
There is a lot. There is a lot. So, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with GHL. I'm newer to the tool, but I'm going to start testing it on my own because I have like so many credits saved up because I've spent like 10 months. So I got like a bunch of credits to use. And I guess I'm familiar with GHL, newer to the tool. So I'm going to use it myself and able to put a bow on it, and kind of my goal is to obviously sell it. Yep. But based on what I saw from the snapshot, I'm familiar with pages and funnels and all that stuff and the DNS. So what funnel did you say? You have a funnel that we can white label that you have a bow on it. Is that under the snapshot? One that is
that's under the snapshots. That's under the snapshot section.
And what's that one called?
It's called presentations, something presentations.
Generate sale presentation.
You got it, Stacey. Thank you. Generate sales presentation. And to answer Haji's question, it's called white label setup and sales is the 39 steps. And again, guys, there's 39, which is way too many. We're reconfiguring it so you can find things easier. But hopefully you can just scroll through and say, okay, I just need the snapshots. They're all the way down the bottom. I just need the help videos. They're kind of in the middle. I just need to get started and understand how to license it. That's at the top. Just scroll down and be able to find it there. Cool. Stacey and Mark got their hands up as well. Guys, happy to stick around for another couple of minutes.
Pricing. Circling back to pricing, you had mentioned previously, we kind of set up initially the 25 cents because you charge 12. You know, without gouging, but knowing also what the market really holds right now.
Yep.
What is your gate that you're seeing, like your toll booth charge?
I can only tell you what we do. We charge 20. So like our retail brand is called Prospect Falcon, and we charge 20 cents a credit.
Okay.
So you just like GHL, you can use that little slider bar to mark up to 50% or 100% or 200%.
I don't want to gouge people, but
no, because otherwise you won't get good customers. But the thing that I found is that, and I categorically say this everywhere, what I'm so surprised by constantly is that so few business owners even know tools like this exist. The time, like there are competitors out there. There's, other software brands of Apollo and Lucia and Zoom Info and, all these kind of guys that are out there. And I always think to myself, what if we charge 50 cents a credit and, Apollo's only charging 16 cents, I don't know, whatever they charge, right? And I might lose a sale. I've never come across somebody that says, oh, you guys are much more expensive than those guys, because we have different systems like the AI tool. I don't think it's a problem. At the same time, if you're charging $1 a lead, right?
Yeah.
People, I think there's a fine line between people won't pay it and people will pay it. Like we're at 20 cents. And it seems to be good. I would go up to 25, but I wouldn't go much more than that. That's just like gut feel for me.
Okay.
That's my thoughts anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. Mark.
That being said, you mentioned there's two questions. First, with that being said, you mentioned somebody selling packages at $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Kind of, if you can extrapolate on that. And then secondly, the SMTP, what is the other options that are back here?
Email.
Custom links.
Mm-hmm.
And the specific webhook, what do they use for?
Yeah, great question. So first of all, SMTP is obviously your email sending. So your licenses are going out from your branded email. So that's important to get that set up so that it's going out from them. If you don't use, if you want to use GHL to send your licenses, then you don't even need the SMTP system. Just turn the email off and send it from GHL. But if you want to send emails from your own brand, make sure your SMTP set up, and then the license email goes out from your email. So I'll come back to the 5,000 a month thing, because I think that's really cool. The other one, the custom links. Yeah, great question. So custom links, let me show you. If you've got things that you want people to see inside your leads tool, I'll show you what I mean. So let me come over here. All right. So in our setup, and I think I just closed the tab, but that's okay. Let me just find where I'm looking at. app.whitelabelsuite.com. All right. In here, you've got custom links. What the heck is that? I can put in a link that points to anything else, and it will show up in the menu of my leads tool. So I might call this, I want this, free CRM. All right. And I can point it to my GHL affiliate link as an example, right? Just as an example. So now I've got a link. Now, where does that link show up? Let me show you. In the retail brand of your tool. So this is our Prospect Falcon. This is our retail brand. The links that you just added show up here. So whatever you put up, the custom links that you add will show up in the menu. So maybe you want to point to your support team. That's a good one. Or you want to point to the onboarding videos, right? Or you want to point to your own knowledge base, or you want to point to an affiliate link that you have, whatever links you put into the custom links will show up here in the client's menu. So that's that one. And the other one is the webhook system. So you've got email templates, which is understandable. The webhook allows you to send payment information somewhere else. What does that mean? Let's say, for example, that I'm selling this as a standalone program, but everybody that buys from me, I want it to automatically create a contact in GHL. Right? So I've got this Stripe system set up and people are paying me money, but those leads aren't going into my GHL account. That's what this is for. So now I'm going to send a webhook. So I'm going to go into GHL, I'm going to create a webhook as a trigger. And every time somebody buys my standalone leads tool, I'm going to fire the webhook. So name, email, address, receipt number, all of that stuff can go into my GHL. So that's all automated as well. So now automatic sales, webhook into whatever platform I want to put it in there. So the webhook system is for you to take incoming transaction. People sign up for a free account or whatever it is. Incoming people automatically go where I tell them to go with this webhook system.
How do I set up an onboarding call? Because I don't think I've ever really sat down with any. I've just kind of felt my way through setting things up by myself.
We would love to do that, man. Just head over to support.whitelabelsuite.com and ask for an onboarding call. And Brian or Alex or one of the team will jump on with you. And yeah, we'd love to do that, man. Just like,
awesome.
Absolutely. Support.whitelabelsuite.com. Just ask for
the $5,000 a month guy.
Right. Thank you. Keep coming back to that. Okay. So I'm going to show you I'm going to show you where to find this information because it's probably the best training that you'll ever do in making money with GHL and with this tool, right? Inside of here is our Masterclass Vault. Masterclass Vault. And in the Masterclass Vault, and actually there's probably even better updated version of this in the Freedom Path, but in this Masterclass Vault is a training by John Logar. Now, I actually think there's 2 trainings in here, number 1 and number 2. And number 1 is reasonably light, but number 2 is where he talks about selling GHL for 5,000 setup plus 5,000 a month. Let me see if I can see it real quick. Let me see if it's here. Or
That's what we want.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that sounds good.
I think actually I'm gonna find it better in the Freedom program, Freedom Workshop. Here we go. Okay, cool. Freedom program. Click in here and come to module 3 or 4. Can't remember.
He's on day 3.
Thank you, Mr. Kyle. All right. So this training is with John Logar, who, all right. This is it. This is where you can learn to sell, how to sell GHL and your lead gen system for $5,000 setup and $5,000 a month. And it's being done by so many people. We have testimonials of people who have been through this program and have done $20,000 in a day. Right now, again, making no claims because I don't know who you are and what you guys do, and we're all different people. But this training is responsible for that. So John talks about how to position this, how to set it up. Now, what he's selling for $5,000 setup and $5,000 a month is intricate. It's involved. It's not just SaaS. It's not just here's your login, good luck. What he's selling is a system where you're generating leads for a prospect and you're using GHL's automation and your own people to nurture those leads. So what he's providing for $5,000 setup and $5,000 a month is not just software. What he's doing is generating leads, nurturing the leads, qualifying the leads, warming up the leads, and then booking those qualified, warmed up leads into a prospect's calendar and charging them handsomely for it. Right? John's own agency, he built out to $300,000 a month. Pause. $300,000 a month in 8 months. All right. The guy doesn't play. He's not mucking around, but he's not doing anything other than using this technology to generate leads. And then he used GHL and the opportunities boards and all of that kind of stuff to nurture the leads, to qualify them, to warm them up. So they're no longer just cold prospects. They're fully qualified, nurtured, warmed up leads that you can then put into a salesperson's calendar and go, this person's ready. And a business will happily pay $5,000 a month if you can give them 10 nurtured, qualified, ready to buy clients in a high income field like finance or real estate or commercial insurance or whatever, right? So John's training is, in my opinion, the biggest difference from people scratching to get a sale and turning the whole thing into a freaking enterprise. Now, what's amazing for me, and I love having this conversation with Kyle, is that John himself cannot drive GHL, does not know even how to click on stuff, and very barely knows how to do it in the white label suite tool. Like, he doesn't know how to set up the SMTP and wouldn't have a bloody clue about how to tag a lead on the way in and add him to it. Has no clue, right? And yet he's built a $300,000 a month agency selling those exact things. How? He knows, and he's proven that these two systems are well-backed, well-supported, solid in the community. Thousands of people are using them. So got no fear in terms of the fact that they work. All he does is understand what they do. And then in this training, he shows you how to position that and make sales. And he gives the setup and the configuration to a team. And that's why we say charge a setup fee, right? That's all covered in this training, in this Freedom Workshop program, right? Because he's not selling for $197 a month. There you go, good luck. He's selling a high-end service and he's letting a team of people just fill in the blanks and follow a set of SOPs in the background. So, and as I said, this training in your workshop, the Freedom Program Module 3 is this specific training. This training is responsible for creating more 5- and 6-figure GHL agency account owners than any other training on the internet. So you got it. It's yours. Enjoy. All right.
I think what's huge for that too is that with GHL now coming out with dual branding, so you could literally have, because you've got like something that you want to be able to like offer to the masses, and then you've got those niche markets that really want that sort of extra feely, but they don't have time to implement the system. They just want to be taken care of. It's
and
a
that's
completely different type of person, but you
it's
need
brilliant.
to have that dual branding. So being aware of like thinking ahead, because it's coming soon. I guess that's my point.
It's brilliant. And again, like it's such an awesome system. You know, you can own the you can own the cheap restaurant at one end of town and the 5-star restaurant at the other end of town, and you cater to more audiences. And you pick up money all the way through. So you've got your CRM program and your gold CRM program and the leads program and the gold leads program. And that allows you to sell and get your monthly subscriptions up at the low end and get those big chunks coming in where you can build the team and have that high end stuff coming through as well. So guys, again, I've got to wrap. I've got to jump.
Thank you.
I'm an hour over my time.
Appreciate everything.
Hey, no worries, guys. Again, we are here for your success. We don't grow unless you do. So use us, help us, tell us what we can do for you. But don't delay. Get in. There are people making money with this stuff. So get in. Logo, brand, and domain. And start sharing that link. Somebody told me, asked me, how do I build up to 10,000 a month? My answer was simple. Share your link enough times that people click on it and buy. And that's just numbers, right? How many people buy out of 100? Don't know. Depends on your messaging, right? But whatever that number is, you got to share your link that many times to build up to 10,000 a month. Matt DeSano says it super well. Your business will only ever grow to the maximum capacity of the amount of people that know you exist. If people don't know you exist, ain't no way you're making sales. You've got to get out there and share that link. Domain, logo, brand, create a package for sale, start sharing the link to interested people, and that's your fastest process to get up and going. Guys, thank you so much. Jump into our support team if you need anything. We are here to help. We can jump on live Zooms with you. We've got all of the support materials and documents for 3 years worth of doing this. So jump in and get it done, and we look forward to seeing you on the next call. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Great to see you.